nothing but slow jams coming through the speakers right now. Pandora got you heated right now.
What's up, everybody? This is Slowjams4life, and we are here with another episode of Loving R&B. I have a guest with me today who goes by the name of Tatiana. This is my first time meeting her in person, I guess, in virtual reality, the metaverse. Yeah. We've been following each other for a minute on Instagram, and she's a person who I feel like we're friends because we DM a lot.
We totally are.
Yeah, so she sends me ideas for the page all the time, which are great ideas. So I appreciate that. And it's an honor to have you on because I trust your musical judgment. I know she's going to come with some great knowledge. So
it's an honor to be here. I'm so happy. You know, the minute you asked, I was like, yes, bet, I'm down. Put me down. I'm coming on the podcast.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm telling her about this podcast. So not specifically this one, but I've been telling her I'm going to do a podcast and I want to have her on. And she's been ready, but it's me who's always procrastinating.
Well, I'm from Chicago. I'm 37, so I guess I fall into that millennial bracket. Proud millennial. Current favorite artist, I'm into like the neo soul R&B, like the new indie. So I'm very much a Cleo Soul, Alex Isley, Sabrina Claudio. Those are my vibes as of late.
Yeah, I definitely like those artists. I'm curious to see where you're going to go with this interview because I be seeing her story on Instagram. And she be having the vibes on there, and I always be telling her. I look forward to her stories because she be posting her little food videos, but it always has nice background music. So
it has to fit the aesthetic. Like I just feel like that's my life. Like I live and breathe music, and so like if I'm gonna share a piece of my life, it's like you got to have that soundtrack in the background of like what's really kind of capturing this moment or what's the essence of this moment. So you'd be surprised. It takes me a minute, and it's probably because of you because I was like, oh, they're really paying attention.
Nah, I'd be tuned in.
I'm like, okay, what's the vibe of music, right? Like, well, how can their ears match the eyes of what they're looking at? So I'm always being very particular. It's probably because I have you to thank for that.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate when you post a story. I'm always looking, I'm like, okay, what music? And a lot of times it'd be something that I never heard before, oddly enough. And I pride myself on knowing everything. So I'm like, oh, man, what song is that? So if you don't follow her on Instagram, check out her stories.
Yes, at Ty M. Carter. You can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. So I got some questions here that I'm going to ask you. This is just, I want to tap into your head, see what your musical taste is like. No pressure. Just, no pressure. You know, whatever you feel. Don't hold back. If you feel like saying something, just say it. So when did you fall in love with R&B?
Oh, that's a really good question. I would have to say I can maybe think back to when I was like 4 years old. My dad is a big music R&B lover specifically. So I would have to say like those car rides with my dad were like really quintessential or just the quality time. It was just always music around and in the house. There's one moment that sticks out in particular. I don't know if my dad was just fooling around just to entertain me, but I remember at one point he had a guitar and I guess he was trying to teach himself how to play or if he was taking lessons or whatnot. But I know one of his favorite groups was like New Edition. And so Can You Stand the Rain? And I don't know if this is a question you're going to ask me, but all-time favorite R&B song is Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition. And so I remember him trying to play that song on the guitar. And I remember he left the room and I remember picking up the guitar, trying to play it too, because it was just something about that song that just made me feel. So when I think about like when I fell in love with music, it was just like all those moments maybe that I was like with him or in my house that like really bred like what we were just talking about earlier, like why my life I feel like has to have a soundtrack. Like if I'm out somewhere, it's just gotta have music, whether it's like getting up on Saturday mornings and my mom or my grandma is like clean the house and they turn on the music and everybody's cleaning and doing their chores, or like I said, whether it's just quality time that I was spending with my dad and he would just be like, you don't know nothing about this song, or you heard about this. Or he'd be like, you gotta listen to this song, and we would just vibe out together. So I think that's when I really fell in love with it. I don't know, maybe it's a Black thing. So I feel like we all kind of have like that story of our own, right? Especially the Saturday morning cleanups. Just like that's automatic. Like you're a Black kid in a Black household, you're gonna get up and you're gonna clean to some music. And it ain't the music you gonna ask, was whoever got up and put the music on, grandmama, mama, whoever, that's what you're gonna listen to. So it's like it makes you and forces you to kind of like listen to perhaps some things that you never thought you would before. So that was kind of a long-winded answer. So
Nah, you good. Yeah, definitely shout out to the parents because I think for most people, when I ask this question, it's usually the parents that put them on. Like, oh, I remember my parents playing this and that. And for me too. My pops, he played R&B a lot. I remember playing like the Isley Brothers a lot, Average
Mhm.
White Band, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like I'm listening to that now. Like back then, I listened to it, but it wasn't like my favorite. But
Yeah, it
now,
wasn't ours, right? It's like it belonged to them, and it was just kind of like you are a byproduct of whatever they chose. But then it's like as you got older, it's like you don't realize how subconsciously like that's embedded in you, and it's like and it brings those memories back to the forefront, and it's like you crave that same kind of vibe in music. So yeah.
yeah, I be having these moments with my kids now because my son, I feel like he's gonna be more like me because I be playing like the indie stuff, like
Mhm.
Mac Airs and stuff like that. So my son will be listening to it, and I'll just see him like bobbing his head, and then I'm like, "You like that song?" He's like, "Yeah, I like that song," and like I like the beat. So it's pretty trippy for me to see that because when I was young, with my pops, he would play it, and then yeah.
So that just means your kids don't have a very eclectic taste in music because I already know how you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be disappointed if they grow up and not liking R&B and stay into it. I'm like, man, all this music I put you on to. So, but
No, they gonna remember. They're gonna remember.
do you remember the first R&B album that you bought?
Album?
Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. I can't say I ever bought an album, but I remember the first cassette tape I had.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Cassette or
Oh man, I'm dating myself. I'm such a millennial. Oh,
when I
cassette
say
tape.
album, I just mean like LP. But it's
Yeah, like Walkman, because we ain't had no money. It's like what my mama buy me. So yeah, I think the first cassette tape I can remember actually choosing in and of is my own accord, like whether or not my mom gave me the money or not, or whether she just got it for me was immature, actually. Immature cassette tape, the one that has a I will never lie again. Yo, that song, I played the mess out of that. Listen, Batman was my boo. Okay, Batman was my boo, and I guess I just drifted off into La La Land, and I just felt like that song was about me. He was never gonna lie, to me.
yeah.
He wasn't gonna lie to me, and so yeah, I think "Immature" was the first like tape that I brought of my own. So
See, that's
stepping outside of again what was already in the house, like I guess that just starts the segue into like my own musical choices that I was making. So it wasn't something that my parents were listening to or anything like that, but something that I just naturally gravitated towards. So that kind of began like that trajectory.
so. You're the second person that said. I don't know if it's the same album, but immature. You're the second person that I interviewed said.
Really?
Yeah.
It must have been something. They had us in a chokehold, or they came like right in up
Mhm.
under that like that R&B phase of like the early 90s. I don't know.
Give me three of your favorite non-skip R&B albums.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go Michael Jackson Thriller because I love Thriller. I love the Jacksons. In lieu of that, I'm gonna go Janet Jackson Velvet Rope.
I was gonna say you don't have Janet Jackson on there. You better.
Janet Jackson Velvet Rope. And then I'm gonna go Usher Confessions. I think that's just classic for me. And again, that's interchangeable. That's so hard because I feel like you ask me on another day or month, that's probably gonna switch up. Maybe some things will stay the same, but some things will switch up. But when I think about again my own personal taste, don't nobody listen to this podcast and try to drag me. He asked me about mine. Okay.
They still gonna drag you. Yeah.
Right. They always be coming in them comments. They be coming quick too, but those are just mine. That's hard to ask a music lover because I just feel like it can change depending on my mood and what season I'm in and what I've been thinking about. But for right now, I think that's sufficient.
Yeah. Those are some great albums, and I don't think anybody's gonna argue with those albums that you picked.
They
Because
might. Your followers be having a lot to
Janet
argue about.
Jackson. I mean, Janet Jackson maybe, but nobody's
Yeah,
arguing. Nobody's arguing Thriller. Nobody's arguing Confessions. I have
yeah,
yet to see it, but I
yeah,
mean, you never know. I get surprised every day.
yeah.
But those are some great albums. If you had to make an R&B group consisting of four people, any four people that's alive currently,
Mhm.
who would be in that group? This is Tati's making the band.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one too. Dead or alive?
No, let's do it live. Cause
Alive?
yeah.
Okay, then they threw out my first person then. I'm gonna put Beyonce in that group just
Okay.
because of fanfare, because she gonna make the visuals pop, because she gonna consummate entertainer. I think vocals, stage presence, all the things. I'm gonna put Jasmine Sullivan in there because she gonna sing it down. I'm gonna put Usher in there.
I was just gonna say, do you want to throw Usher in there? That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
put Usher in there because him and Beyonce are cut up. Um, and let's see, who would I round out? I need another guy. I feel like I need another guy. And you said a lot. I was just like, dang, who
I'm
was another?
shocked that you ain't said this person that I'm not even gonna say it, but I'm shocked that you ain't said this person.
Who are you talking about?
The
Tell me.
Maxwell.
No, I don't want to put Maxwell in the group because I just feel like he's so eclectic. He had to be like on his own. You know, I love me some Maxie, but like, yeah, no, I wouldn't put Maxwell in my group. I'm looking for somebody actually, like the reason why it's taking me so long, I was just trying to think about my artists who both like they produce and they art. So I'm almost tempted to actually like throw in like a Tank, because I feel like he could really like produce like and sing the song, kind of like how Devontae was with Jodeci. Like he wasn't necessarily the singer, but he made that group because he wrote the hell out of them songs. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's where I was trying to round my group out. So I feel like to just kind of like feed off, like we got the talent, we got the vocals, and then we got people who can kind of step in both places. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan, Usher, and Tank.
Okay, yeah, I ain't mad at that group. That was a good group.
Yeah.
What's an R&B song or artist that someone put you on to that you're forever thankful for?
Oh, you put me on a Mark Ayers.
Oh, Mac Ayers?
Oh, Mac Ayers, sorry. Why I keep calling him Mark?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love his voice. I
Yeah.
love his voice so much. And then like the vibe. So you know I visit LA a lot. So whenever I go to LA, he just gives me LA vibes. So I always tend to like, it's usually always his music and somebody else that I'm just like, this is the West Coast vibe that I'm really like feeling with everything. So yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you. I didn't know I put you onto him, but yeah, Mac Ayers is he's a vibe. I went to his concert earlier this year. Man, he had people in there. I didn't know his fan base was that big. But
Yeah, I just started like listening to him, but it was funny. I think it wasn't just you. I think he might have just, you know, how it just makes musical recommendations. So like, I think he might have popped up in one of my playlists just on shuffle, or maybe my playlist ended and it just, you know, continues with like-minded artists. So I feel like I maybe had a song of his and I just, again, just didn't relate. But then when you would always post like, have you listened to this or have you heard this artist or this song? I just kept finding that whenever you would post, I'm like, dang, I like that song too. I like that song too. So yeah.
dope. Yeah, Mac Ayers. I feel like he's still underrated, low key.
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't really know about him unless you tapped in. But yeah, Mac Ayers, definitely check him out.
Let me ask you a question. Let me throw it back at you. Do you like when your artists are kind of in that phase of their artistry where it's like not too many people know about them yet? I guess for me, I'm asking the question because it's like, I think back to like a Robin Thicke, right? Like when Robin Thicke, before he became the Robin Thicke that everybody knew, I told people, I was like, I was chasing Robin Thicke when he looked like Jesus. When he was riding on that bike, because you walk pretty. Like I was literally vibing with him, and we used to be able to see him at shows for like little to no money. And I mean, the talent, the artistry, all the things were still there, but this predated, you know, like his blow up, you know, like the bigger songs that everybody knew, like Lost Without You and etc. But like I loved him in that pocket because I just felt like, I don't know, it was less of a I gotta impress, or I gotta keep up with the crowd, or I gotta play to whatever. It just, I don't know. It's like I savor them when they're in that pocket of like, oh, you're so good, but not everybody knows about you yet. And it's like I kind of want to keep you like that a little bit longer, just so I can savor you, and then we can release you to everybody else. What's your thoughts about that?
I see what you're saying, but I don't really get like that. I'm more so along the lines of I like to put people onto new music, so I'm always sharing. But I do feel like when they're starting out, they're more hungry in their music. Something about their music that's just kind of and then when they blow up, it's just like they're trying to cater to a different crowd.
And it's like it changes the dynamic. Yeah, it's not because I'm selfish, like I don't want other people to know their music. I don't even know how to put it into words. Maybe your listeners can catch on to what I'm saying, but it's like it changes a bit. And then I mean, of course, then the more notable changes, like of course, the more they blow up, the more inaccessible it is. So they stop playing the small shows, or you know what I'm saying, or they stop releasing, you know, like you said, sometimes the quality of what was the beginning versus like, oh, now I'm mainstream. It's just something when they're like in that pocket, it's like, oh, if I could just savor this just a little bit more before you just throw out there, because you're good. I want you to have all the success in the world, but just not yet.
I definitely get what you mean, because I just started going to concerts, going to like the small venues and stuff. That's something that I really enjoy doing. Prior to that, I was an introvert.
Yeah.
So I didn't really want to be close to the crowd, and I didn't want to do standing only venues. But now I'm just like, yo, this is a vibe. I like being close. I like to record people vibing. So that's fun to me. But as they transcend in their career,
Yeah.
they ain't doing them small venues no more. So
I'm so proud of your concert progression. I tell you.
Yeah. I'm definitely, I'm out there. I was looking the other day, like, who got a concert coming up? So
look at you. Yes. I love
definitely
you.
in my concert bag. So I just like being, and a lot of times I go by myself. So
Same.
I just be like by myself. But
And you connect with other people who, again, especially when it's like an artist like Mac Ayers, right? Who's like not quite mainstream yet, that you really get to vibe with people who are like on your level. Cause I think we know like music connects, hence why your page is like incredible. Cause like music is like the universal thing that unites all races, spaces, places of people and things. So to be in a space with other people who are in that same kind of mindset or, you know, trajectory of like, this is what you listen to, you know, you tend to vibe. That's just like an instant connection. Like, oh, you vibe with him too? Yes. Well, how long you been listening? Well, how long you been listening? You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite track? Or this my song? You know, I've had those moments too. Yeah. Especially in Maxwell concerts. I ain't gonna tell you the amount of times that I'm like, y'all are not real Maxwell fans. You know, they came at me on your post, man. I'm still mad about that because they were like, I was like, did I not say these are B-sides? These are my preferences. But like every time I go to the concert, there's this one song that I guess he knows the like core fans love. And let me not ostracize, maybe, but I'm just gonna say it's core fans love that nobody else knows. So like we were at the concert the last time he came here to Chicago, and the song is called Stop the World. It is an incredibly beautiful song. And he put it in the show. But what was so funny is that, you know, he sang one of the popular ones and then everybody sat down when to Stop the World. And I was like the only one standing up and nobody else was like singing. I'm like, where y'all at? Like nobody else knows this song. I'm just like, y'all not real fans. It happened at the Janet concert too. So Janet, you know, just left here in Chicago. She just played Memorial Day weekend. And the same thing happened with her. And I'm like, you know, she got decades of music. And it's like a variety of people, all generations, all colors, all walks of life in this audience. And she went to go sing something off the Demeter Joe album during like, she does like a slow song segment. And the song is called When We Ooh. Shout out to those who know that song. And I swear, like again, the whole crowd went quiet. I'm over here like, they're like, I was like, y'all don't know this song? Y'all don't know this song? Are y'all really fans or what? Like, because when I'm going to the concert, I'm going in. Like, I'm like, that's my song, especially when it's not one that they would typically perform. So I was just so excited that, you know, she put it in the show, but like everybody in my section was just like, they weren't as hype. And then, you know, when she sang like Nasty, and then everybody's like, I'm like, are you really? Are you really?
Like, a lot of people, they don't listen to the album because that's what it is.
Yes, that is just like a lost art form. Like, do y'all not listen to the project like start to finish? It's like I have to, especially if it's something new and an artist that I love. I initially have to listen to the artistry like front to back.
If you had to DM your crush, whether it be celebrity crush or whatever,
why you have to go here?
You had to DM your crush. You shooting your shot. And you had to send them a song, no text, just a song to get their attention to do whatever you want them to do. What song are you sending?
I've thought about this. Funny enough, because I've seen you post this enough on your.
Oh, did I post it?
Yes, you do. You post this. Oh, yo, you be putting that on certain posts, like which one of these songs you gonna slide into your
Oh,
DMs
okay.
or whatever you say. I'd be like, but then I thought, I was like, dang, what would I if I would just send a post? So I thought about it. Actually, a song that I would sing, because I don't think it would be anyone. I think it would depend on the person. But just speaking generally, because I don't have a lot of crushes, but generally, if I had to choose a song, it would probably be Tidra Moses, "Be Your Girl."
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because it's
I
very
think,
general. Don't know
yeah,
if you got a girl. Don't
yeah,
mean no disrespect.
yeah. I mean, that says everything you need to say. If you don't get
Everything
the
I
hint,
need to
if you don't
say.
get the hint after that, then you just ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
get it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you make playlists?
Yes.
Okay, because I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Well, I don't make playlists. I just add them all to one big playlist." But I
Well,
feel
I
like
kind of do, but then I try. I've started like separating mine like maybe like 2 years ago.
okay, so I feel like everybody has a sex playlist. Do you have one of those
I have a for hubby playlist.
or hubby?
I
Okay,
don't have an explicit sex playlist, but I have a for hubby playlist. Kind of like my calling it to come to pass playlist. Hubby ain't here quite yet, but it's like, all right, when he get here, this the vibe we on.
okay. So what are 3 songs? If hubby was right there, what's the 3 songs you
Ooh,
playing
you trying to ask nasty stuff? Hold on, let me pull up the playlist.
for the
Let
hubby
me
playlist?
Well, you can assume because me and you have had that conversation, like of at least one of the artists that's on that playlist.
Yeah, Sabrina Claudio, right?
Sabrina's on there, of
Okay, so
course she
what songs?
is.
What songs?
What songs?
3 songs,
Ooh,
just 3 songs.
okay. So the last project she released has some really sexy songs on there that I really, really liked, and "Tastes So Good."
Yeah, I like that one.
That's on there. So "Tastes So Good." Jill Scott, "Crown Royal." I
Okay.
love me some Jill. I love me some Jill Scott. And I'll throw you one that you may not know, that actually I was watching a Netflix show and this song came on during one of the scenes. And I was like, it just captivated me. I said, who the heck sings this song? But it's a vibe. It's a song by this artist. Her name is Julia Nunes. Hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. And it's called No Sudden Moves.
Okay. Now I don't.
The echo and the bass is just it's sexy. It's a sexy song. She's not even necessarily talking about sex, but the scene they put this song in was in a very intimate moment with these two characters, and the vibe just fit. It's like we ain't quite crossed that path yet, but when we do, we ain't gonna make a sudden move. It's gonna be subtle, like that. So it's a really good song.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out. I haven't heard that one or that artist, so I'm gonna check
Yeah,
it out. I
yeah.
like when people put me on to new artists and songs, so
Mhm.
I definitely check that out. And if I post it on the page, you already know I vibe with it. So we'll see. So I'm gonna put you on the spot with this one. I made a post on the page a while
Okay.
ago,
Mhm.
and I titled it "10 Songs Every Woman Loves." And
Okay.
obviously, with these type of posts, people are gonna disagree, but I just
Mm.
like to start the conversation. So
You just like to stir trouble
yeah,
too.
yeah,
You
I
be
like to
making
shake
them
the table a little
argue.
bit. So I'm gonna ask you, what are 3 songs that you think every woman loves? 3 R&B songs, sorry. 3 R&B songs that you think every woman loves.
Fantasia, "When I See You."
Guys
Uh,
like that one too.
eh, obviously. Um, SWV, "Weak." And let's see, 3. Dang, you could have gave me the options because then I could verify. That's another one that girls like that we sing all the time. "Can We Talk" by Tevin Campbell.
Okay, those are great ones. I don't think nobody's gonna disagree with those. Even though some people, I think they just want to disagree just to be different. But y'all know y'all like these songs.
I mean, any black function, them 3 songs come on, somebody singing,
And then
somebody up,
they
somebody
try
doing
to
the auntie, somebody doing it. It's up.
Yeah, they try to justify, well, no, I'm tired of that song, so I don't like it anymore. But at one point, you love that song.
Love
Just
that
be,
song.
yeah, just because you're tired of it now doesn't change.
Mhm.
What's an unpopular R&B opinion that you have?
I don't know if mine is like popular, unpopular again, and I think it's all relative. We all got our personal taste. It's a couple of things that come to mind. That's why I'm sitting over here like wrecking my brain, like which one do I want to say? But I'll throw out one. Like I'm not a strong Anthony Hamilton fan. I think he's a nice guy. I actually met him last year during that same Maxwell concert. He's a really nice guy, but I can only vibe so much. Like I didn't gravitate towards his voice at first. Let me just say that. I do like his songs. I do like some of the popular ones. I do have like maybe two or three I rock with real heavy, but everything else I'm like, I can't really listen to him. Same thing with Life Jennings. Don't really care for
Really?
him.
Uh,
Don't like his voice. I don't know. It's some like I like a rasp, but I don't know. I can't I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna turn that on and vibe out. Like it's something
yeah,
about it. I can't. I'll be like skip.
yeah.
I can't do it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So maybe that those will be my two. I'm not I can't get with that whole raspy. I don't know. I think I was dating somebody at the time, and he was a really big Anthony Hamilton fan. I was like, you know what he sound like? I said, he sound like one of them dudes that be on the corner in like Chicago or like New Orleans, and he be shaking the coins. And he be like, yeah, and just be singing. And he was like, oh, you ain't right. And I was like, I'm just being honest. That's why I can't listen to him. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh
I mean,
man.
Point of It All, I love Point of It All. Like, love Point of It All. Love the song with Jill Scott that they did. Like it's certain ones that I'm just like, okay, but it's like to listen to that front to back, sorry, can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I like Anthony Hamilton, but there is some artists where I'm like, man, I can't listen. It's usually
Mm,
rap though, where I'm like, man, I
yeah,
can't listen to a full
yeah.
album, like one or two songs. But that's interesting that you.
I love you, Anthony, though. He was so sweet. I love you though.
Okay, so let's raise it up a little notch. Name an R&B artist whose catalog you would get rid of forever. You would be okay if his catalog disappeared, like entire
Ooh,
catalog. Do you have an artist?
that's harsh.
Okay.
No, I don't think I have
No.
one.
Okay,
No.
I have one because I just be asking questions. I just want to say
Ooh, who's yours?
she's a new artist, so I don't really know if that would be fair. But there's an artist out there who I just don't think is really good.
Who is it?
Um, Let me make sure I'm saying her name right.
I was about to say who gave her name.
You know, I'm not gonna back down. I'm gonna answer it, but again, it I don't even know. Like I don't even can't even I don't even know how to spell her name. But she signed to Yo Gotti's label. Real pretty girl. She kind of
Mhm.
looks like Young Miami. I think her name is Sa Samaya. I don't know. It starts with an S.
Tunisia? Is it? No, no, no. That's the one that
No,
they wanted. No. Oh,
man.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess if I had to throw one out just on the heels of that last question, maybe it'll be like Jennings because I don't listen to him. So maybe I do without his catalog. I don't think he's made an indelible impact on R&B in my opinion. So maybe I'll just get rid of him. Yeah.
She said it, not me. I like Life Jennings. All right. But yeah, man, we get spiced over here sometimes. So thank you for answering. All right.
Judge your mama.
Yeah. If you had to listen to an R&B song for 24 hours straight, what song would it be?
Oh, I think you know the answer because I think you asked me this once before.
Yeah.
This too can be interchangeable, but there's very few. But as of late, it could be hers damage. I'm gonna lift this crack on that song. She put crack like it is booger sugar on that song. Okay. Like I don't know how that reinterpolation of that song came out equally as good as the original, but kudos to Gabby, okay? Because that song, I don't care. I mean, on the radio, in a store, I will stop and just be like, that song just melts me. I love that song so much.
Yeah, definitely a classic. I would say, I mean, it is it her best song? It has to be her best song.
I think so to me. Maybe
Yeah,
people will argue like best part, but I mean that's her and Daniel Caesar because I feel like
yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
on that. But like damage did damage. That song.
yeah. I gotta show
Mm,
her some more love on the page. She definitely has a lot of great songs. Like
yeah.
her catalog is. Man.
She's
So,
another one, like, going back to what we were talking about earlier, like, before people knew who she was, she just was incog and would do those sporadic shows. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, now you can't really get that from her. Like, matter of fact, she'll be here in Chicago tomorrow. She's doing,
oh
like, a
yeah,
chill show, yeah, at the Chicago Theater, and so my friends were like, "Are you gonna see her?" And I was like, "I just saw her in October before my birthday." And I was like, I don't really need to see her again because she hasn't really released, anything new. It would really just to go and just say I wanna see her again, but I was like, "Nah, I think I'll pass." But yeah, like she's another one of those artists that I think again started very low key, had kind of like a cult following before she blew up and went mainstream. And it's like nobody even knew what she looked like.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so yeah.
The last question, then we'll play a little game. Name a modern artist that you feel is underrated that deserves more attention.
Alex Isley,
That's
easy. Alex Isley, don't understand why people like if anything, I feel like her body of work, especially with Marigold, actually surpasses hers last album to me. I mean, from top to bottom, her Jack Dine killed it, killed it. And just the legacy that she has, like if you don't know, her father is Ernest Isley of the infamous Isley brothers. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. And she is so humble. She is totally okay with her portion, but I just feel like if I could just give her the world and the stage, like she's one of the ones was like, no, you could come out of your bubble now. Like I want her to go mainstream now. Like I want everybody to know her name and know her voice and know her artistry because it is so good. It's so
yeah,
good.
yeah. I definitely agree with everything you said. I don't know why she does. I mean, maybe she's gonna get there eventually, but
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely want to see her perform live in concert. Back when she was out here, I wasn't really going to concerts like that, but now hopefully she comes back around and
Yeah, she sang to us for like 3 hours, and I'm talking about Mike was on. Mike was on, and I mean, she sang the catalog down. I was like, "We are going on hour number 3, and she has not let up." And I'm talking about every song, like, back to back to back. It was just like the involvement, and it was just like and she didn't break a tear, a sweat. Musicians were on par, like, she did an incredible job. And so I'm actually going to be seeing her in a couple of weeks too. She's playing, I know she's been playing festivals, but she's coming to a festival here in Chicago that my friends and I are going to go to as well. But like on her own, anybody listening, if you don't know who Alex Isley is, please get to know her. Like she is incredible. I really cannot wait until again she gets her due time to be in the mainstream in the way that she deserves because it's so good. So
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's for sure coming. So this last part, I just want to play a little game. It's called This or That,
Okay.
and basically, I'm gonna give you two options, and you let me know which one you rocking with.
All right.
Okay, so Boyz II Men or Drew Hill?
Boys to Men.
Boyz II Men, easy.
Mhm.
Okay, Anita Baker or Janet Jackson?
Anita, for sentimental purposes. My grandmother passed in 2019, and again, going back to our earlier conversation, just that the memories of her, that was her favorite artist, Anita Baker.
Joe or Donnell Jones?
Joe.
Why Joe?
Ooh, I think I told you I was like, I just saw him in concert and I forget how many bangers he has. Matter of fact, I was looking at a post yesterday. I don't think it was your page. It was another page, and they were just going down like his sophomore album. Joe had bangers. I don't think we appreciated Joe as much as we should have, but like Joe has bangers. No, not to Donnell. Like Donnell, of course, another cult like classic. I feel like we all know what's up. But in terms of like body of work, I have to go with Joe. He tips the edge just a little bit for me.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm more of a Donnell fan, but I'm
Yeah,
not mad at Joe. I just, I feel like they're kind of
that's what I
equal.
was saying. Like the scale is balanced, but I was like, I kind of gotta go with Joe. Kind of
Yeah,
gotta go with Joe.
yeah, I'm not mad at that answer because I feel like a lot of people are going to lean more towards Joe, but like that Donnell Jones, that Where I Want to Be album, man, that's in my top favorite R&B albums of all time.
Yeah.
So for this one, this is Maxwell songs.
Okay.
So Maxwell Fortunate or Maxwell Lifetime? Which one you like better?
Oh, you put the two up there. Oh, they kind of vibe together. I'm gonna go fortunate.
Fortunate.
Only because, and don't lynch me, y'all, but R. Kelly was in his production bag on that. And I don't think a lot of people understand that R. Kelly wrote that song and produced it. And the way Maxwell delivered that song, just out the bag, like I try to separate the artist from the person. I don't rock with R. Kelly, just FYI, but can't deny the artistry that he has. And that pen game on that song and the composition, perfect. Loved it.
What's crazy is like I knew R. Kelly wrote that song, but to me it don't really sound like an R. Kelly production. Does it
I
sound
know,
like
and that's why I like it, because it don't sound like R. Kelly.
like I don't know if
That's
it was
why. It's just like, oh, it ain't got no 12 play, no undertones of like
no
sexy
little drop,
sound.
the little drop, raindrop
Yeah,
7 in his production.
yeah. I felt like of all of the other songs, because he's produced a lot of other stuff too, but like of all the other ones, you don't feel R. Kelly in that song, which is why I think that for a lot of people, maybe somebody who listening to this may have not known that R. Kelly wrote that song. He wrote that song. And that's why I love it so much, because it like Maxwell really took it over.
Thank you for that. This is the ending of the interview. Before I end it, I just want to say thank you again for doing this, because this is me stepping out of my comfort zone, doing something different. This is original content, I guess you would say, right? So this is like my first thing, and just having the people support. I ain't gonna lie, there's some people I reached out to, they left me on red, but just how you always supported me on anything, like just commenting and just sending ideas and just being willing to do this. So I really appreciate you for taking the time and just having you on here. And I really trust your music judgment. So it's definitely a treat for me to have you on here.
No, it's been my pleasure. And I'm always going to root you on. I always love to see folks doing what they love. And you can tell you're not just doing it just to do it. You have a heart and a passion for it. So how could I not champion what it is that you're doing? And I'm always going to be here to support. So yeah, anytime we going to rock with it. We got some other ideas that we talked about that you have to do. So we this ain't over. This ain't over.
Likewise. And I know you got a bunch of great things that you're doing. And whenever you need my support, I'm here to return the favor. And at this moment, I want to give you actually the floor. So if there's anything you want to promote or any gems you want to drop, whatever you want to say that's on your mind, the floor is yours.
No, I'm just gonna say I really enjoy the Slow Jams fans. I love that you've built like this community where we can all, like I said, rock in the comments. Like if ever we do get an opportunity to see each other in person, I hope you do create an event that we all can see each other in person. I think it'll be loads of fun. So I just enjoy seeing, commenting, rocking, arguing with people. And well, not so much me. I'm not arguing the comments. I'm usually just sitting back kikiing. But I love the support and the community that you built around this page. So much love to everybody. Slow Jams fam is what I call them. And if you just want to follow me, I don't do anything necessarily as creative, but as he said, sometimes I go to a lot of places and a lot of concerts. If you just want to try to check out who I am and what I do, my Instagram is at TAT, the letter M Carter. And yeah, you could follow me there.
I'm going to have all that in the description whenever this is out. So you'll have her Instagram handle and follow her. Like she does great things. Like she's being very modest, but she's going to eventually start this food Instagram, and you're going to see all her reviews and stuff like that.
I just love living life. So if you're a Chicago Slow Jams fan, then definitely link up with me, because summertime shy coming up. We outside.
She's outside. Now, for this part, we're just gonna sign off, and this is my favorite part, one of my favorite parts of the show, because I sign off in a Slowjams4life way.
Okay.
And we follow.
Roll out of here. We go body roll out of here. Oh,
no, I'm not gonna do that. But if you follow the page, you're familiar with this movement I got going on.
Oh my God, I know what's coming. Jesus Christ.
It's a movement that I have. It's called Justice for Wizzy Wow.
Oh my God.
I won't get into it too much, but until Teddy Riley responds to me and give me an explanation for this song.
Y'all don't understand. Between this and Unc, I'm surprised you ain't asked me no Unc question. Between this and Unc, I will wring your neck. Get on my nerves.
I want to interview him so bad, but he hasn't responded to my DM yet. So, but yeah, so like I just end the show and I say this is Slowjams4life, signing off, Wizzy, wow. And then I'm gonna.
Wow.
Oh wait, I didn't get that. So what? Tati's gonna give me a Wizzy Wow, and then we just gonna end it like that. You can say however you want to say it.
What's he say? Wizzy Wow.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Justice for Wizzy Wow.